where we stopped. Let me open our application. Okay, lost. How to deploy the code, right? Our development is completed, I guess. Our development is completed. Okay, now see, inspect it. Inspect it. If I click on submit button, if I click on submit button, can anyone tell what will happen if I click on the submit button? If I click on the submit button, okay, it retrieves the question from the database or not? It retrieves the questions from the database. Now, where we can track this database requests and responses. Okay, request and response we can track in the network tab. So that clear the network tab. Clear the network tab. Otherwise, you can dock this one in the bottom. Okay, clear the network tab. Now, if I click on enter, that means submit button. If I click on the submit button, okay. If I click on submit button, okay, see this, there is nothing here. There is no questions, nothing. Why? Can anyone tell? There is no questions, nothing. Why? There is no questions, nothing. Why? See this. There has one request go to the server like get questions for test, but that questions not displayed here. That questions not displayed here. Why? Okay, node server started, right? Node server, see this, node server started, node server started, node server started. Well, because see, my client send the request to the server. My server is trying to connect with what? Database or not? My server trying to connect with the database or not? Is my database is like up and running? Is my database is like up and running here? Is my database is like up and running? My database is not up and running. My database is not up and running. So that what we have to do? You should have to start your DB server or not. Where my database is running, MySQL database. My MySQL database is running, okay, in the local host only in Apache server. So my Apache server you can start first. Apache server given by Jam. So that just start it first. And then start your MySQL, okay, inside Apache server. So MySQL is running inside this Apache 80 port number, Apache server 80 port number. So once my MySQL also started, click on admin, click on admin. It's showing like one GUI, graphical user interface representation. Okay, the same thing we can see inside our MySQL workbench also. Inside of MySQL workbench also, either you can use that one or this one, no issues. Now if you come here, okay, now my MySQL server is running. MySQL server is running. So can we run now? Get the questions for test. Now, if you come to this one, so that's my questions you can get it. So if I put like a search in, if I click on submit button, yes, my questions displayed or not. My questions displayed or not. That is the problem. Understand? If you stop this server, now if I refresh my page, now see this get questions. Where is that? Get questions for test failed or not? Get to questions for test failed or not? Get questions for test failed. Understand? So that the next thing, my development completed. Okay, my development completed. Can I enter? Now am I audible? Is it okay? Voice. Is it okay now? Voice is clear. Can anyone confirm? Am I audible or not? Yes. Give me response fast. Now my development is completed. The next step is what? I want to deploy this code. Once I deploy this code, then only can anyone access this particular application or not. For example, this is my application. Are you able to access this application? Okay. Are you able to access this application? Are you able to access this application? No, because this is running in my local machine. In my local machine. Okay, so that directly you are not the person to access that particular application. Why? Because that is running in my machine. So that once my development is completed, you should have to deploy this code. That means it's then once my deployment is completed, then that time it's like a public one. Anyone can write the test or not. Anyone can write the test. Where we can deploy, there has some service providers are there. Okay, can you tell me some of the deployment environment service providers who provided these deployment environments? GoDaddy is there, Amazon Web Services is there, the next one is like Heroku is there. Okay, like this multiple. Okay, Microsoft Cloud is there. Okay, Azure. Okay, Google Cloud is there. These are the different service providers to deploy your code. Just they provided you one mission. That's it. That mission you can use. You can use how my local mission I use to run my application. Same like that. Their mission you have to use. Their mission out of your mission is their mission is like inside cloud through internet with that IP address. Anyone can connect it or not. Anyone can connect it. So that I want one mission, whatever the code I written, that code I want to deploy, I want to keep into that mission. So that where you want me to create that mission, okay, by using which service provider? Okay, I want to create my mission by using AWS. By using AWS, I want to create my mission. So that can you go there? First, imagine aws.imagine. Okay, this is the link. This is the link. Okay, people can use this link. People can use this link to create your account. It's like a free account. Okay, 1 year free. 1 year free. Just you can create your account while sign up. They will ask you either credit card or debit card details. Either credit or debit card details. Just you can provide, no problem at all. Just they deduct 1 rupee from your card. Okay, for their confirmation is like you are the valid user. You are the valid customer. Okay, if that particular credit card, debit card details is wrong, then the time they treat it like, okay, you are not a valid simply. Okay, for that purpose, they asked your credit card details. Okay, don't think like if I give the credit card or debit card details, they deduct more amount. Okay, don't think like that. This is the free account for 1 year. Only 1 rupee they deduct. Only for purpose. Okay, the validation purpose, not validation. Validation purpose, just they deduct 1 rupee. So that just create there has multiple free accounts over there. Multiple free accounts. Bitbucket, a free account. AWS free account. Heroku free account. Okay, and then Heroku free account is there. Okay, Jira free account is there. Like this, multiple free accounts are there. Just try to use that accounts. Once you join in the company, okay, same. This is the free account. Okay, the companies just they are going to pay some amount, the same features and everything. Okay, after 1 year, before 1 year only, just play like 6 months and then terminate your account simply. And then create one more account with another Gmail. Okay, 9 months or 11 months, you can terminate your account. If you not terminate, then that time, based on the usage, they will charge. So better, okay, 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, just use that account and then terminate, and then you can create. Okay, the same code you can use it for the next account. No problem at all. That particular one, okay, that account, okay, is like a valid user or not, they are going to check. That's it. Okay, the same mail ID will never work. You should have to create one more mail ID because with the same mail ID, already user is there. If you use like same mail ID, then that time they ask like, can you activate this account again like that? You terminated, right? Okay, can you activate that account? So that better to terminate. If you want to create again, just create one more Gmail account and then proceed with the same steps. Okay, that is the thing. So whatever the features are there in the commercial one, okay, to pay the same features available here, but it's like a limited space and everything. Okay, so that just sign into my console. Sign in into the console. Okay, I'll tell how to terminate. Next. What is this one? What is this one? One, right? L 7 5. Six, 5, 8, 6. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so this. I logged in. Already created one instance for what? Database. I created one instance for the database. I can connect with the database. See this. How we can connect with the database? External database. Can anyone guess? Okay, one of the tool is that GUI tool. What is that? MySQL database. If you want to connect, MySQL Workbench is the tool. MySQL Workbench. Just click on that. Click on that. Okay, it may take some time to open, no problem. Now MySQL instance is separate, already you created. Now I want to deploy my code, my Node and React code. For that I need one mission. So one more mission. That mission we can create. See, if you want to create a MySQL instance, what is the service? RDS, Relational Database Service. Okay, RDS is the service. If you want to create the mission, okay, to deploy your Node and React code, that is EC2 instance I want to create. EC2, full service in the cloud. Okay, click on that. EC2. Yeah. Now instances running in the EC2 is like how many? Let's see this. Okay, this is like 0 instances of running. Okay, security groups 3. Before creating the instance, just create a key value pair and security group. Okay, that's the key value pair I want to use. So that I already created. Last time we created Naresh IT key value pair. If you want to create one more key value pair, just create a key value pair. Okay, PPK you can select. You can give a name, SS or something, or this is one more key. Just download your key. That's it. Okay, see this. The PPK key is downloaded. What is the PPK key? Okay, my mission given by AWS people. I want to connect with that mission to deploy my code, to copy my files from my local to my AWS system. See, my local system person is like a right guy to communicate with my AWS mission. Okay, my local mission is the right person to communicate with my AWS mission. How I can sync means this PPK key is there, right? Private key. Okay, this key already we are going to bind to my instance, but to my mission. The same key, if I my local mission also using to connect, then the time my AWS mission can understand, like, yeah, okay, this is the key. With this key only, he is also trying to connect. At the time of creating this particular instance, they used this key only. With that key only, he is saying, yes, he is the right person. Like this, he is going to, my AWS mission is going to accept that particular request in the moving the files and everything. Okay, so now I created. This is the way you can create. So Naresh IT already there. VDS is not required for me. Just you can delete it. See this. actions is there, right? Delete. Okay. See, to delete, they ask to like delete type delete text. Okay, just for like a confirmation message. My Naresh ID is there. That Naresh ID already here. This is my Naresh ID. You can save wherever you want. So let's start your instance. Easy instances. Click on the instances. There is no instances, nothing. Launch instance. Create an instance. Okay. Now see this instance. I already told you one mission. That mission is like which type of OS you want to Linux OS. See this free tier available. Okay, keep that one in your mind because you are using free tier. Okay, next free tier for Linux. Another one free tier. Next one Windows free tier. Okay, Ubuntu free tier. Like this. Okay, Debian. Okay, like this multiple free tier missions are there. One of the mission you can select. Okay, the first one you can select it's a Linux one. Okay, just select it. Next. Okay, it's like a configuration thing. T2 micro free tier eligible series by default is selected. So that one you can continue. Okay, these nothing. How many instances, how many missions like this you want me to create? Okay, I want only one for now. Okay, and then for that particular mission, how much GB, how much space you want me to allocate? Set just put like 8 on, because I don't want to use more space. Okay, that's like free account. Configure security group. Add tags if you want to add it. Okay, just names purpose. Okay, name you can give it for that purpose. You can use like a tags. I don't want, just leave it. Skip that one. Next, security group. Create a new security group or existing. Already I created the security group last time. MySQL, I created one security group. For React, okay, I created one more security group. Okay, now what we can do is create a new security group. I want to show you. Okay, get a new security group. React. Okay, node MySQL. Like I'm going to put it. React node MySQL. By default, see this TCP 22 custom like this. By default, they provided so that you can use that one. No problem at all. No problem at all. Now see this. This is the final thing. They provided you the Linux mission. Okay, with these configurations, all these things they provided. Just click on launch. Okay, here see this. At the time of creating this particular instance, they asked you some security. Okay, say for security purpose, they asked you the PPK key. Already created the Naresh ID, right? Okay, that Naresh ID only I want to use to connect with this mission. So that Naresh ID you can select it. Click on acknowledge. Okay, just click on this one. That's it. My system right now. Okay, where in my cloud given by AWS. Yes. Okay, say this. Pending, it takes some time. Meanwhile, can we do one thing? Security groups. Go to the security groups. How many groups are there? MySQL, that's required for me. MySQL, that is okay. MySQL, I will provide you the video, no problem at all. Okay, today's class and previous class videos I will provide. Okay, MySQL and a React node last time we created, right? So that I don't want. Okay, this is my new one. Just delete this one. Just delete it. Which one? React node is the old one. Okay, I want to delete this one. React node is the old one. Yesterday, last class we created, so that delete that security group. That is not required for me now. Okay, delete it. Now see how many security groups are there. This is the security group I want to use to connect with the MySQL server. And this is the security group I want to connect with the my EC2 instance. And this is the default one, leave it. For my MySQL, if I open, see this inbound rules. Okay, now come here. In the inbound rules, these are the important. My MySQL server, in which port number it's running? 3306. Okay, this port number you should have to provide. Then only we can connect with the MySQL. If it is not there, we are not able to connect with your external tool. Which tool? MySQL Workbench. See this. This is only your MySQL server. To connect with, click on this one. Already we provided these details. Okay, see this. It is connecting with my MySQL. Okay, which is deployed, which is running in AWS or not. Okay, this is not your own. This is running in your AWS. See this. It's connecting with your AWS one. So it takes some time. Okay, inside that, how many tables are there? 2 tables are there. One is like questions, another one is like results. Okay, see this. This is my school database. This is my school database, and this is my system SYS. This is the default one. Leave it. This is the default one. Leave it. This is my school database. This database created where inside my AWS or not. Okay, to connect with this database, to connect with my database. Okay, who connected with the database? Can anyone tell? Who connect with the DB? Who connect with the DB? My server side guy. My server side guy. Okay, if you want to connect with the DB, can you go to my server side code? Can you go to my server side code? See this? This is my connection related information or not? Agreed or not? This is my connection related information or not? Okay, so that what is required? What is required? Where my MySQL server is running. Okay, so in the past it is running in the local host, so that I put that local host. With which port number it is running? What is my username and what is my password, and within my MySQL server, which database you want me to connect? That is your connection related information or not. Now tell me, at the time of deploy your code, do you want me to connect with your local machine or you want me to connect with your MySQL in AWS? First confirm me. Okay, if you want to deploy this code, okay, which type, where you want me to connect with my AWS or not? So that AWS MySQL, my connection strings and my username and password, everything is like different or not. So what we have to do is, these things we have to change it or not. These things we have to change it. Port number is like same, but how many places you want me to change? Can anyone guess how many places? Okay, this is one place, this is one place, okay, this is one place. Like this, multiple places you have to change it or not. Multiple places you have to change it or not. Is it the recommended way to write the code like this? Is it the recommended way? This is the way of writing the code. Okay, duplicate code, is it the recommended way? Obviously it's not a recommended way or not. Obviously it's not a recommended way. Then how we can, okay, I want to write the connection only one time. I want to use that connection wherever you want. Like this, you have to write it or not. Understand or not? Okay, so that what you want me to do is, how much port is common? Can anyone guess? See this. This is common. My connection up to here common or not? Up to here common. Up to here common. Okay, up to here common or not? See this. Connection. Okay, connect with the MySQL common. Okay, this port is like different or not? Okay, here connection. Okay, up to here DB connection error. This is common or not? Okay, here also this port is like common or not? Here. Okay, here also this port is like common or not? So that can we write this piece of code only one time? Can we reuse it? For that purpose, can we create one simple file called as shared one new file? Okay, share dot share. It's a simple JavaScript code. I want to write some code which can be reused. So that write it first. Okay, how much code? If this is a functionality, you can say. Okay, if you want to reuse the functionality, how we can reuse it? By using functions, by using methods, we can reuse it. Like these multiple functionalities are there, we can reuse, but we can write multiple functions, we can reuse it. So that what I'm doing is, just I want to write one shared object. Okay, this is my shared object. Okay, here I want to write like a shared object dot. Okay, you can write, okay, I want to share one functionality which is related to, okay, which is related to one thing. Okay, I want to write share dot f2. Okay, you can write like a function f1 and close to. Like this, multiple functionalities you can write, multiple functionalities you can share it or not. Okay, only one functionality is there, just you can write direct method. Multiple functionalities I want to share it in future, then the time you can write like this. This is the function inside the shared object for one functionality. This is the function inside the shared object for another function. Like this, you can write any number of methods. So that here can we write it. Now come here, function get or function connect. Okay. Now finally, what we have to do here means, here if you want another one, you can put it, no problem at all. Finally, what you have to do, you have to export it. Module.exports equals to what? My shared object or not. Can anyone tell, with my shared object, how many things are you able to export? How many things are you able to export? Okay, by using MySQL, by using shared object. Okay, now this one as well as this one, as well as any number of things we can export in a single shot or not. Yes or no? All these things where it is inside the shared object. Now, if you want to get this one, how we can call it? Shared object dot function connect with MySQL, like this, you can get it or not. So next one, which port is the common? Can we cut it first? Up to here common or not? Up to here common. Up to here, spot completed. This spot common. By seeing this code, can anyone tell within this file what things are required? See this within the file, MySQL.create connection is nothing but MySQL required or not required? MySQL is required. So that can we get it? Where? Next, MySQL create connection. This is my connection related stuff. Connection dot connect. Okay, this is my function fallback function. Okay, function dot fallback function. Fallback function. Close it. Okay, this is my closing. If error is there, this is my error. Else, and this is my response or not. So here, if error is there, response dot send. Response is required or not? My response is inside this particular callback function of my post, so that response you have to pass to this guy or not. So how we can pass it? How we can pass it means, first of all tell me this particular method I want to use here or not. So can we import it first? How we can import? Where my shared object equals to, okay, from where required from my current folder only. This is my shared object or not. Now shared object dot see this function. How to save it? My shared object dot function get request. Okay, it's not coming, no problem at all. Okay, this is my shared, right? In the same folder only get like shared, right? Okay. Now this is my one. This is my shared one function connect with MySQL. Okay, this is my method function connect with MySQL. This is my method. Okay, I can call this one. I can call it. If I call this one, now this method is going to execute it. Now it's take this particular connection and then connection with connector. And if the error is there, response is required. Okay, how we can get the response from here to this guy? By passing as an argument or not, so that we can pass it. The response I passed like a first argument, so that in my function connect with MySQL, my response is like or not. So no problem at all. Now once it is done, now this response dot send is go to my client DB connection error. Okay, if error is there. If error is not there, then that time you have to perform this operation or not. You have to perform this else operation or not. So that how much time it will take to connect? Do you know? How much time it will take? To connect? Do you know? I don't know. So that do one thing. Okay, this particular piece of code, when you want me to execute, once my connection established successfully. Okay, now if you see this one, this else only, right? It's going to tell like my connection established successfully. If error is not there, it's like success only or not. So how you can tell something? Okay, some confirmation, one file to another file. Okay, if it is like an asynchronous one, okay, how much time it will take? I don't know. Then that time, do one thing. This is my response, right? Okay, function get connect with MySQL, only one argument is taking. Okay, here I'm going to write like this. Can anyone explain me this line number 19? Okay, my connection with MySQL, function connect with MySQL, how many arguments is going to take? 2 arguments. One is like response and one is like CB. What is the CB type? CB type is like a function or not. So what it means, once you connect with this information, if it is an error, you send the response back. If it is like a success, then the time call this method. If I call this method, I can understand like what? Yes, my connection established successfully. Then the time whatever the required operation is, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it like this. You can understand or not. So here it's a asynchronous one. My connect, how much time it will take, I don't know. Success or failure also I don't know. So that you can pass like a callback. Okay, is a callback is a function. It's a callback function or not? It's a function. So my function connect with MySQL take how many arguments? Response as well as function or not? So that it's taking my response as a function, a callback function or not. Now this callback function is a second argument. Is nothing but this one. When that one called, whenever my connection established successfully. Whenever my connection established successfully, this method is going to call. In that time, can you perform this required operation there? That's it. Now, can we remove all these things now? Can we remove all these things? Yes. How much code reduced? Okay, next. Here itself. Can we write it? Okay, my shared object dot function connect with MySQL. Which take how many arguments? Come here. Take my response and see. Okay, simply you can call this method. If I call this method, okay, my control comes here or not. It's trying to connect with these details. Okay, maybe it's a success or maybe it's a failure. If it is a failure, I want to send this response back so that my response is required. If it is like a success, then that time call one callback method. Call callback method. If it is success. If it is a success, my second argument is going to call. My second argument type is like what? A function. If it is a failure, with this first argument, he sent the response back to client. If it is like a success, then the time he called one callback method. So that finally it's take common arguments, two arguments. What are those? One is like response, another one is like one callback function. It's anonymous. Once it is a success, he called a callback function is nothing but my second argument he is going to call. So that inside my second argument, what we have to write this piece of code or not. Why? If it is a success, this method is going to call. Then only I want to perform this operation or not. That's it. Now, can I remove this stuff? Great. Okay, the same thing here itself. What is that? My shared object dot function connection response. You can write like a callback function. This callback function is going to call whenever it's successfully connected with the DB. Now, can we write this piece of code? Can we remove all these things? Okay, the next one here itself you can write it. My shared object dot function connection, my response comma function, product function. Now can we cut this one? Can we place here? Okay, can we remove all this stuff? That's it. Is it okay or not? Now my shared is this one. Can we check now? Okay, will it work or not? Okay, this means error. That cannot use import statement outside the module. Import MySQL. Okay, this is not right. You should have used like what? Where MySQL equals to require. So yes, it's on right. MySQL. Yes. Okay. Now, will it work or not? Can you check it? Now, end to end. Okay, here you can write one question. Here we can write one question. Yeah, tell me one question. Okay, it's not working. You should have to show this, right? You should have to show. Well, what's the problem? Can you check it? Can I refresh my page? Now, can you go to my network? Get questions. DB connection error. Maybe stopped or what? Yeah, you stopped, right? Stop. You are connecting with the local database. Yeah, now it started. Can you test? Yes. Okay, now still it's loading. Okay, again, it's not working. Can you check network? Get questions. DB connection error still. Get started. It should have started port number 3306. Yeah, now it's okay. Port number allotted. So again, you can refresh. Now this is not required. Okay, no, still it's not working. So that we should have to check. What's wrong with this? HTTP localhost 2020 get questions. So okay, fine. Okay, now come here. See, here it's those and that, right? Can we read it? What's wrong with this code? Cannot use import is okay. Now this MySQL is not required. It's okay. Shared object. Okay, this is my shared object. Shared object dot this. Okay. Inside the routes, just it is going to throw us an error. Okay. This is my shared object. This is my shared object. More dot export my shared object. Now from here, now refresh. Now refresh like this. Okay, this is the same method. Strict origin, cross origin. Error connection reset localhost 2020. Connection is not defined. Yes, connection is not defined. The problem is that one. Connection is not defined, he said. What it means? If it is a success, connection is required. Right? Connection.query. Where is my connection? My connection is inside here. Here you created. So that can we pass your connection as an argument to my callback? So that here you can get what? Your callback function get connection as an argument or not. So here also connection. My connection created within the shared one, I pass to my questions one. That is my connection. Now it should work. Now from here, can I refresh again? Yeah, so this. My question's ready. So no. Okay, can we add one question now? Tell me one question. Who can change pop component? Okay, print component. Okay, both. One. What is the answer? The parent component can change it or not? Okay, so that the B is my answer. Single. Then I click on submit. Yeah, inserted successful. Now my 9th question add. Question add. Okay, can we write the test? I click on submit. Yeah, 5 questions. My timer started. Okay. Oh, how to update the state variable? This one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, just submit it. Yeah, you scored 1. Can you check the results? In my score. Okay, results. Okay, yes, my Dhoni today only written the test or not? The results also working, right? So no, all endpoints are working as expected or not? Okay, okay, perfect. Now, yes, my instance created. My instance created. Now, if you want to deploy this code, if you want to deploy this code, which code? My node code. This connection details, you have to change it or not? Can we get the connection details? Yes, I have the connection details. Don't worry. Okay, go here. Okay, click on the settings one. Okay, AWS MySQL. This one is my connection details or not? This is my host name. Copy it. Okay, now tell me how many places you want me to change? Only one place. Only one place. That is what? This one or not? Only one place. Okay, the previous is a localhost. So I want to connect with what? AWS one. Okay, this is port number root only. Username is what? Admin. At the time of creating, I already told you. Password is what? Admin $123. Between $123 or not. Now I'm trying to connect with what? I'm trying to connect with my database. Which database? AWS database or not? Okay, perfect. Now that one is okay, fine. Now close this one, close this one. Okay, keep this one here itself. Okay, open that. Now once my instance is ready, yeah, it's running. Can we connect? Can we connect? How we can connect? If you want to connect with this instance is nothing but mission AWS, which is given by AWS. I want to connect with my local machine. I want to connect with my local machine. Then only, right? Then only I can copy my code into my node server, into my AWS machine or not. Then only anyone can access it or not. So what we have to do is, I want to connect it. So how you can connect? Through WinSCP you can connect, or FileZilla you can connect. So that I will go to my WinSCP. Yes. Okay, these are the softwares. Okay, these are the softwares. See this. Already we, last time we tested, right? AWS one. Now here, SFTP, you have to, all the nodes is there. I will provide the video also, no problem at all. SFTP you have to select. This host name is there, right? This host name. So that this host name, come here and check. This is my instance. This instance host name, you can find it here. See this. Somewhere you can find your instance. Yeah. Private IP4 address, public IP4 address. This public one you have to take it. Can you copy this one? Copy. Okay, 212. Can you come here and paste it? Yes. By default port number is like 22. By default port number is like 22. EC2 user is like default user for my Linux one. And then private key is required now. Why? Because I am connecting with my, where? With my AWS machine from my local machine, so that you are the right person. Really, you are using the same private key or not? Why? Because this private key only I use it for what? To create the instance. Okay, with that private key only you have to connect. Then only he can understand like you are the right person. So see this on desktop, Naresh ID PPK is there. I selected. So can I set okay? Now save it. Now log in. Now save. Connect authentication. Say yes. Okay, username, authentication with my public key, authenticated, start the session, yes. Okay, now it's like this or not? Appear okay or not? No. Now home EC2 user, is the root one. Okay, inside this one only, see here, this is the Linux machine, this is my local machine now. Now come here, come back. Okay, see this, these many folders are there in your Linux. Okay, now here, just you can go to my home. Where is my home? This is my home. Inside this home, the username is like EC2 user. Here, you can deploy your folder. For that purpose, simply, I want to create one folder, new folder. These things manual I'm doing. Through Jenkins also can do. Okay, now I will tell the Jenkins. Okay, for now, just take this one, new folder. Okay, what is my workspace? Okay, see whatever the code is there, that code I am going to copy and paste into this particular, where? Into my AWS machine, that's it. Okay, this is my workspace. Okay, which code? Where is my code? My node code. Okay, this is the one. Okay, reveal in Explorer. Okay, this is my node MySQL. Okay, copy this one. Okay, now come here. This is your local machine. Add it. Okay, this is what? This is your node code or not? So that node code you can okay, you can take like this. Node modules not required. This code you have to move it or not? Can we move this code? Yes, you can move it. Okay, can we move this code? Okay, now this one is nothing but what? Deployment. Moving the code from where to where? From my local machine to server memory is nothing but what? Deployment or not? Okay, this thing we can do by using Jenkins. Just simply click on the submit button. Wherever the code, my code is inside Git, from that Git location, he is going to paste into this particular location. That's it. Now, this is which mission? AWS mission. If you want to run this application, what do you require? If you want to run this application, what do you require? Can anyone guess? If you want to run this application, okay, application in my AWS mission, if you want to run immediately, what you need to do? You need to get the node modules or not. Do you want me to get the copy and paste? Yes, we can copy and paste it, but this is also mission, right? This is also mission, right? So that can we install my node software? Can we do npm install in my AWS mission? Yes or no? Okay, you can do like that. So if you want to run the commands to command prompt, okay, then we are using one of the software called is a putty. By using putty, we can connect it. Okay, this is my putty. Now this is my AWS one. Load it. This is my previous connection details. Remove it. Now come to my instance. This is the one. Copy and paste here. And this is my 22 is the port number. Just load it and save it. Okay. Okay, this is the one. Save this one. Save this one. If I load my 2212 is the one or not? What you have to do is go to my SSH. Okay. Here also you have to add your private key. Why? Because this is also external service, external one, right? To connect with your AWS mission. Yes. Say yes. Now it's going to ask like EC2 user. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. EC2 user, right? The one AWS load it. Yeah, go to SSH or okay, every time you have to do it. RSIT open. Okay, EC2-user. Okay, take over. Yeah, authenticating. Yes, you are. Yes. See this. If I click on this Linux mission, if I check inside this one, which folder is that? What only, right? Just I created that folder only created or not? Inside the workspace, how many files and folders are there? Can you check? Okay, go to workspace. Go to workspace. Can you check like ls? Yeah, tab.js is there, bin is there, package.js, and all these things are there or not? Now, this is the mission. Okay, this is the my mission, my AWS mission command prompt. You can say. Okay, here how we can check node is there or not? node node b. My node is there. Node is not there. Can we install the node into this mission? Can we install the node into my AWS mission? It's a Linux one. Okay, it's not like software or something. Just through commands we can install it. Okay, I have the commands. I will share with you. Okay, no problem. Okay, go to my classes. Okay, this is my one. Okay, open with notepad. Okay, these are all things I will share with you. Okay, these are the commands. You can find it. Okay, through internet. Okay, this is the command to install Node.js so that just click on it. Yes. After that, npm install. Okay, this command also not just you can run it, no problem at all. Just a copy pasted from where? From my internet. Okay, this is the Node version manager. Is going to install Node now. Downloading. Yes. Yeah. Now see my Node version. My node ready. In the past, my node, it gives me an error. Node is not defined. Okay, here my node version is like this one or not. Once my node is done, okay, node installed, can we in the workspace package.json is there? Can we install node modules? How we can install? npm install. See what I did in my local mission, the same thing I'm doing in my server mission. That's it, AWS mission. Both are missions only. npm install. Yes, save this. npm install, if I do, then the time node modules folder will create or not. Can we check it? Node modules folder will create or not here? Yeah, refresh my page. Yeah, node modules folder created. Node modules folder created or not? Once my node modules folder created, here we are. Okay, created. Can we run my application? How we can run it? Node app. Yeah, my node app is running. My not local host. Okay, local host you can change it like a AWS with 2020 port number or not. But how we can test? Is it really running or not? How we can test? Okay, how we can test? Come on. Local host 2020. Like this, you tested or not? What? To my local mission. Okay, my local node is running. Okay, but my Localhost not now. Okay, my AWS machine or not. Where is my AWS machine port number? Okay, host name. My AWS machine host name is what? Can you go here? My AWS machine host name is this one or not? Now, when you come here, can we give this one? That's it. If I click on enter, okay, you should expect this output only. You should expect this output only. But 2020 port number should be enabled in your EC2 mission, EC2. Okay, in your instance security group is there, right? There you should have to enable this one. So how we can enable? Come here, security groups. Now see, it's giving like this. Now go to your security group. Where is your security group? This is the one. This is my security group. React Node MySQL. Go to your inbound rules. Go to your edit inbound rules. Okay, here add inbound rule. Okay, custom TCP you can put it. Okay, now here anywhere you can put it. Okay, here port number is what? 2020 is my port number. Okay, 2020 is my port number. Just add this rule. Just add this rule. Now one rule you added. Okay, with the 2020 port number. Can we check now? Can we check now? Work on, yeah. Yes. That means this is the local host. Okay, that means if you want to send a request to this particular server, okay, this is the URL or not. This is my URL or not. Yes or no? Okay, once you get the URL, HTTP localhost, okay, this is my node server 1. And then if you want to get the questions, how we can get it? Okay, how we can get it? Can anyone guess? QUE. Okay, QUE is my file. Get QUE is my input. Get QUE is my questions or not. See, these questions are what? These questions are coming from the MySQL DB or not. So if you want to send the request, to whom you want me to send it? To this particular one or not? Wherever the localhost 2020 is there, wherever the localhost is there, you should have to replace with this one or not. Okay, this is the URL now. Okay, but if you observe your client code, okay, go to your, okay, wherever the localhost 2020 is there, can you check it? HTTP, okay, localhost 2020, HTTP localhost 2020. How many places is there? Can you check? Okay, see this end to end. Okay, this is my localhost 2020. You should have to change it. Okay, quiz also there. Okay, here also localhost 2020 is there. Okay, here also localhost 2020 is there. So that my localhost you should have to replace with what? You should have to replace with this particular one or not. Okay, Control Shift F. Control Shift F. My localhost you should have to replace with this one or not. See how many places you are replacing. Multiple places. Again, it's a extra burden or not. So this URL you should have to maintain in one place, and you can change it only one time. You can change it only one time. Okay, this is my HTTP. Yes. Okay, this is the one. This is my localhost. Okay, localhost 2020. Okay, now this is the one. Can you check how many places are there? This is the format. Control Shift. Click on this. Yes, this is the one. Format it should be like this. HTTP localhost 2020 is my port number. 2020 is my port number. Yes. Next, HTTP localhost 2020 is my port number. Okay, this one. HTTP localhost 2020 is my port number. Okay, see, all are good. HTTP localhost 2020. HTTP localhost 2020. Just localhost replaced. That's it. Localhost 2020 done. Now, can we build your code? Can we build your code? Okay, how we can build your code? Just take 5 minutes. Just okay, within 5 minutes to complete. npm run script build is the command. npm run script build is the command. If you are node code, if you want to build it, okay, can we do that? npm run hyphen script build. Run hyphen script script build command. Okay, that's it. npm run script build. Okay, now once it is done, okay, that code The public folder, I already told to you, in your node application, the public folder we are going to use for what? You are going to use for what? Okay, it's not connected. Connection re-established. You can do connection re-established. Okay, now say this. Yeah, inside the public folder, what it contains, I already told you. Style sheets, JavaScript images, it's a client one or not, client side one or not. So that your client side code you have to deploy in this place. Okay, just wait. Now this is going on, the build is going on. Yeah, still build is going on. Okay, now see this. Inside my school database, this is my school database. Okay, questions, how many questions are there? Okay, how many questions are there? Just right click on this one, just check it. Okay, and results also this one. Okay, right click on this. Select. Okay, this is the AWS database. This is the AWS database. Okay, so this. The last question is like how we can change, who can change the props is not there. Why? Because that is in my local. That is in my local. Okay, I created in my local, so that is not there. Now if you come to the results one, here my results also not there. My results also not there. Okay, now check this build is happened or not. Where is that? Yeah, my build ready. So where you can see the build inside the build folder. Okay, right click on this one, reveal in Explorer, reveal in Explorer, reveal in Explorer. Okay, see this static one JS. These many JS files created, chunk files. See this. Okay, why these many created in the past? It's like one, right? If it is like a dynamic import, whenever each and everything is like a pod, whenever you want, then only so that these many files they created. These map files not required, so that I'm removing manually. In future, I don't want to remove manually. There has one file you want me to, you have to add, that is like an environment file. Okay, that is see later. Okay, this is my map files removed. Now this is my build folder. Control C and come here. Okay, just open that. Okay, okay then. Okay, this is my one. Now inside the public folder, just you can. Yeah, inside the public folder, just add it. Now I'm deploying React code. I'm deploying React code. Okay, once its deployment is completed, okay, this is my local host, right? Okay, so that go to your instances. You can see this instances are running. That instance, okay, IP4 address. By using that IP4 address, we can view our page. This is your IP4 address. Okay, now come here. Just wait, 79% completed. Yeah, done. Okay, my deployment is done. Now, can anyone test it now? Okay, this is the URL now. This is the URL. Okay, this URL you can test now. This is my URL. If I click on enter, then the time you should have to point into my EC2. This is the one. This one. You should have to show like what? You should have to show like your application. Still it is not showing your application. Okay, so it gives me an error. Okay, anyone try? Anyone try? It will not show. Why? Because from anywhere I want to connect this application. Okay, from anywhere I want to connect this application. For that purpose, I want to add one more. I want to add one more security rule inside the inbound rule. So far you added what? 22. Okay, this is for what? This is for WinSCP. This is to connect with what? To connect with your node server. But my UI application, if you want to connect from anywhere, add one more rule. And here, anywhere IP4, just you can put it here 0, don't change it. Okay, done. Now you can refresh your page. Can anyone refresh? Now, how many are there? There is inbound rule. All topic. Anyone test from your end also? Is it to workspace? My node server is running or not? Yeah, my node application is running. Okay, inside the node, right? Okay, just check out 2024. Yeah, this is the URL. Gives me some error. Seems like when you come here, inspect it. Which error you can get it? Can you check it? Or it's refused to origin. Go to my console. Can anyone test from your with 2020 port number? It works or not? Security group is shown. No topic. 2020. This is also not working, right? Okay, in the past you get this output, but now it's not getting. Why it's not getting featured? connect with the putty again. Okay, load it. SSH, auth, okay, browse, okay, narration, open, okay, EC2 user, okay, go to workspace, now let's go to workspace, okay, just do like node app, okay, node app is running, now can you test it this one? Yeah, now it's running, right? Now just type this. Now can anyone do this? Can anyone try this URL? Can anyone try this URL as well as write the test? Okay, anyone write? Anyone confirm? Okay, URL I'm pasting. Okay, this is the URL. Okay, can anyone confirm? Are you able to see this screen? See, this is the screen from anywhere. Home, about, contact. Okay, service, higher order component, exception handling. Just write quiz 2. You can write it. Okay, I enter like Sachin. Click on submit. Yeah, I can get these questions. Now React DOM.render. Everyone can write it. Okay. Elements callback. Okay. Container reference. Below which one is the life cycle method? Component and component data. Okay, how many types of components are there? React. Everyone write. Okay, everyone, if you see different questions, you can see different questions in different orders. Okay, you scored like 3 marks. Now, if you come here, see my results. Okay, this is your AWS one. Yeah, see my results. Yeah, I written now. Okay, if anyone tried, okay, you people also registered. Let's say this. No one write the test. Okay, just write and confirm. Yeah, wrong. Okay, marks is like 1. Yes or no? Okay, now anyone in this world can write the test or not by using this URL. Okay, that URL is there, right? This URL you can buy. You can buy one domain name. This URL you should have to bind with the domain name. For example, your domain name is like my website. Okay, mywebsite.com is my URL. Then you can see. Yeah, mywebsite.com is my URL. Okay, just if you get this particular domain name, if you buy, then that one is replaced with this. That's it. See, in the exception handling, I already told you. If I click on this one, exception handling, see, there is no pop-ups, nothing. Directly something went wrong here. Okay, this is the way it's going to work. Understand? Okay, this is the way we are going to deploy our code inside AWS one. Okay, Heroku one we'll see later. Okay, see this. Okay, Devakar written. Okay, this guy written. Okay, all are registered or not. Okay, then. Thanks guys. Thanks for joining. I will share that video in the content tab itself. Okay, just you can try from your end also. This is the way we are going to deploy our code in AWS. Okay, with the RDS instance. Okay, bye.